Hey guys, welcome to your Power Pilates today. My name is Kelsey, and we are going to challenge our core. We're going to challenge our abdominals, our back, arms, shoulders, legs, glutes. So, full body experience. So, just take it at your own pace, do what works for you, and let's have some fun with it. All right. So, we're going to take our feet a little bit wider than our hips, and we're going to turn our toes out. Reach down to the floor and then come all the way up and squeeze the glutes. Come all the way down and reach back up. And what we're doing here is we're just opening up the hips, warming up the lower body. And if you're used to a traditional Pilates class on the ground, don't worry, we will get to our mat. Give me one more nice and slow. And then we're just gonna pick up the pace here. So I'd like you to check in with how your legs and your knees feel. If your knees don't like this, you can just change the angle of your feet. Maybe you go wider with your stance. Can you give me 8 more like that? Breathe for 7. Press those heels at the top, engage through the bum. 3, 2, and 1. All right. Heel to those feet in. Let's take 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. Split stance to a lunge. We're going to drop that back knee low, push through the front heel and come on up. Drop the back knee and lift. 2 more. Now, when you're ready, we're going to hold that lunge down and we're going to press through that front foot, front heel, lift the knee, come right back to a lunge. So we come up, drive, and back again. Up, drive. And let's think about squeezing that glute on the standing leg as we come up. If that is too much of a balance challenge for right now, just come up here and tap the toe. Squeeze the glute. 2 to go. 1 more like this. And bring it back. Okay. We're going to keep that same foot forward. This time we're lengthening through the back leg, so just a micro bend in the knee. And all we're going to do is bring those arms alongside the body, lean in and pick up those back toes, float, bring them back. Let's do that again. Lean in, push that front heel, lift the back toes, and bring it back. So we want to keep sending that hip back. Reach forward with the chest. We have 3 to go. For 2. 1 more like this. Nice job. Okay, keep that front foot grounded. All we're going to do is hold it down and just come halfway up. So see if you can tap that back knee to the floor, down, halfway up. Breathe here. Drop that hip. Whoo! 4 to go. You got it. 4, 3, 2, 1. Stand it up. Whew. Give that leg a little shake. We're going to stand on that same leg. So the leg that was forward, that's going to be our standing leg. We're just going to slide that opposite hip up and drop it down. So it's a pretty small movement, but we get to stabilize around the hip and really work through the glutes. We have 4 to go. 3, 2. Now let's lift that leg out to the side. Good, bring it back. Can you bend your knee a little on the way in? So we lift and then we bring it back in. Find one point of focus for your eyes. Squeeze through the glute as you lift that leg and then sit that hip back on the way down. 1 more time. Nice job. Okay, come all the way up. Lift that knee and just hold it out to the side. Get as tall as you can on your standing leg. Tiny pulse for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. Oh my goodness. We have a whole other side to do. So let's split that stance. We're gonna take a lunge all the way down, drop that back knee, come up and squeeze the glute down and lift. Remember your option. If you don't wanna lift, you just hang out right here. Maybe you tap the toes down a couple times. Nice job. Keep it going. 2 to go. Last one like this. All right, take that foot back. We're holding, leg is long, micro bend in the knee. We're gonna reach the arms long, lean into that front leg, pick up the back toes, bring it back, do it again, up and back. So it's a slow and controlled movement that we're working on. Find your focus on one point on the floor, somewhere in front of your foot, in front of your mat. 2 more. Last one. Okay, nice job. From here, we're coming right down to the bottom, halfway up. And not even halfway, it's like bottom and then slightly lifted. Whew, this is no joke. Stay with me. 4 to go. 4, keep dropping that hip. 3, drop it down. 2, and 1. Lean in, step up. Even just to come up, that feels like work, okay? So that leg that was forward, that's our standing leg again. We're lifting, slide the hip up, and just gently let it drop down. Keep it going. Awesome. We've got 8, 7. Breathe. Now we're taking that leg lift out to the side. Stay tall on that standing leg. So bring that opposite leg up and back. Lead with the heel as you lift. Let's do it again. Okay, here we add bend in that standing leg. Now, if that standing leg, you feel like your knee's starting to move side to side, you can always tap the toes down on the way down. Couple more. Last one. Hold that knee up and out to the side. Get really tall on your standing leg. Stay with me. Tiny pulse. Up, up. Really small. 8, 7. Can you get a little bit taller here? 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let it go. I know that leg sometimes just gives out. It decides it's time. Come to the back of your mat. We're going to take a hip hinge. Walk those hands out. Plank position, but we are going to start on our knees together. From here, draw those shoulder blades together. Spread them apart. Draw, squeeze, spread apart. Warming up through that upper back, prepping those shoulders for some of the work that is to come. One more. Nice job. Okay, tuck those toes, hands under the shoulders still. And we're gonna hold that plank position. Pull your navel in towards your spine. Breathe for 8. Draw your right knee in and hold. Now this can be here. This can be even further. You can lift the toes if you want to. Switch the legs. Bend or bend more. Breathe. Switch again. 4, 3, 2, switch. And switch. Good, keep going. 4, 3, 2, switch. Now 1, 2, switch. 1, 2. Try to keep those hips steady. Belly button in. 4 more. 3, 2, hips up and back, downward dog, back to plank. Hips up and back, and plank. 2 more. Last one. Hold that plank. Breathe. Can you bring your toes together? Feel free to drop your knees. Hold that plank wherever it works for you. Nice. Stay here, guys, almost there. For 8, 7, why not start off with a fiery plank? For 4, 3, 2, take those knees down, hips draw back. Take 1 breath in, 1 breath out. Come onto your forearms, elbows underneath the shoulders. Now you can take your hands together or palms flat. You decide, knees or toes. From here, we're gonna shift over to that one side. So drop the hips, side plank on whatever side you want, doesn't matter, we're gonna go both ways. Lift through that side body. So you're pushing your forearm into the ground or in the mat, and we're lifting up. Good, tiny pulse with the hip for 8, 7, 6, 5. If you need to, keep that knee dropped. Keep pulsing for 2, hold it up, reach towards the sky. Good, now reach that top arm, bicep by your ear, and back up to the sky, over and back. Stay tall on that bottom arm. Give me 2 more. Whoo, last one like this. All right, drop the hips down. Come on back to center. Hold that plank position. You hang out there. I'm just gonna switch sides. You can stay right where you are. Breathe. Belly button to spine. When you're ready, you can drop the knee and switch to the other side. So elbow underneath your shoulder, knee can be down, or you can stack those feet or stagger. Reach up, hips pulse. 7, 6, 5, keep breathing. 3, 2, hold it up. Now we're reaching that bicep by our ear, and come on back. Reach, reach, back. Keep those hips up. Good. Whoo. A little higher if you can. Push that forearm into the floor. Give me 2 more. You got it. Last one. And lower it down. Okay, take a seat. We'll give those arms a little break. Take a half roll back, take a breath. Exhale, belly button pulls in. Reach those arms forward. We're gonna just go 1 arm up at a time. Your feet can be up or down, doesn't matter. If you want a little bit more work, you can float 1 leg, maybe both. Keep it going. Got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands in front of your chest, lift up. Extend those legs long. Take a breath. Exhale, roll it back. Same thing. Now you can be up here. You can also be way back. It's totally up to you. Breathe for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands on the thighs. Lift yourself up. Flex through those feet. Fold forward. Just a little bend. Don't force it. Come all the way back up. Come onto your back. All right, from here, hands behind your head, elbows wide, take a breath. Exhale, pull those abdominals in like you're bracing your core as if you were laughing or bracing for impact. Let's do that again. Deep breath in through the nose. Exhale, belly button pulls in and back, sit bones are wide, and we're pulling that low tummy in and wide. Take a breath. Exhale, lift forward to an ab curl, lower down. Exhale, and down. Keep it going. One more like this. Tiny pulse at the top. For 4, 3, 2, hold it up. Right leg to table, left leg to table. Extend one leg, bring it back and switch. Slow and controlled. Now, if you want to lower your upper body, absolutely you can. You don't have to keep that ab curl, but it is going to create a little extra work. Let's pick up the pace. Extend and extend. Try to land back at 90 degrees with those legs. Hips up and back, reverse curl, up and back. Upper body can drop or stay lifted. You decide. Can you think about going up and over to the right a little bit? So you're kind of throwing your toes over your right shoulder. It's a small change of direction, but it's intentional. 2 more. And then throw those toes over to the left for 8. More to go. Think up and back, belly button pulls in. Nice. Okay, let's take those legs up. Hold above or below that right leg. Extend the left leg. Switch sides. And switch. Now you can use the strength in your arms to create a deeper ab curl if you want to. Do what works for you. Let's pick up that pace. Here we go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Don't worry about your legs being straight if they're not. Just keep going. Hold one side. You can be here, bent knee. That's great. Switch sides. Hold. Good. Switch again. Hold. And switch. Lower the legs. Lower the upper body. Take a breath. Exhale, lift back up to that ab curl. Tiny pulse, up, up. For 8, 7, 6, 5. We're gonna hold that upper body up, legs to table. Push those feet out. So you're flexing the feet, push, and then come back in and reverse curl. Push, in and back. Whew, how's that feel? If you don't feel much, that just means you can go lower with your feet. If you feel too much, maybe your low back, go up towards the ceiling instead of out on that angle. Maybe you take out the reverse curl if you need to. Can we go faster? Out, in. Feel free to drop that head if you need to. 4, 3. Nice job. Lower those legs. Take the knee side to side. And then draw the legs over to the right. Arms to cactus. Look to your left. Come on back to center and switch sides. Just a moment to reset. And come on back to center. All right. Let's take those legs back up to table. Arms pressed down. Shoulders are back. This time we're going to take the legs up. And we're going to come down to the right, corkscrew, up to the left. Inhale down, exhale, circle around. Inhale, exhale. So you can make your circle as big or as little as you want to. Your legs can be straight, they can be bent. 2 more. Slow and controlled. Switch direction. Inhale down to the left. Exhale up to the right. Try to stay stable through that upper body. 4 to go. Last 2. One leg drops down. Hold. Flex through the feet. Switch. Even if you have your knees bent, switch again. One more time. Back into that single leg stretch. Point the toes. Reach and switch. Pulse. 1, 2. Exhale. Pulse. Pulse. 4, 3, 2. Pick up that pace. Singles, and we're done. For 8. Both sides. 7. Can you lift that upper body a little bit higher? 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hug the knees in, rock side to side. Awesome job. Okay, let's plant those feet. Press through the heels, press through the arms, shoulders are back. We're gonna open up through those hips. So press the heels and lift. Come halfway down. Now you just wanna find a position for your feet that feels good for your knees and that feels good for your low back. So you can go wider, you can go close together, but we want to feel like we can get into the glutes and into the hamstrings as we press up and squeeze at the top. So I invite you as you lift to think about your knees going a little bit wide. Let's pick up our pace. 8, for 7, 6, 5. Good. Hold it up at the top. Tiny pulse up, halfway down for 8, 7, 6, 5. We're going to go single leg focused here. So hold it up. Now we're going to lift the heel of one foot. You can stay like this. I'll show you some progressions as we go. So we're dropping the hips down to a hover and a lift. Down and lift. Now if you want a little more, that leg can lift. And if you still want a little more, extend it. Maybe it's low on that extension. We have 8, wherever you are. 7. Choose what feels best and where you can get into that supported leg. 3, 2, hold up at the top, tiny pulse for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep the hips up, switch the legs. So one heel is down, other heel is lifted. We're coming to that hover and a lift. You decide. Maybe you're here, maybe that leg is lifted. Maybe it's long or extended. We have 8, 7. Side to side, you might feel a little different. Just do your best. 4, 3. Come on, guys, hold it up for that last pulse of 8. Bring it up. Here we go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Both heels down. Lower the hips. Take a breath. Heels heavy. Lift up. Halfway down. So this time when we come up, we're thinking about drawing knees wide, and then we're actually bringing them in on the way down. So we go wide and in. Maybe you lift those toes to get a little bit more into the glutes. Squeeze at the top. We've got 4 before our last pulse. 3, 2, up at the top. It's up, down, up, down, up, down. This is it, guys, for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower it down. Okay, take those knees side to side. Amazing. All right, let's lift ourselves up so you can come on back to seated. And we're going to swing those legs around. Finish off with a little bit of upper body and some back work. So just here before we get into it, let's move through cat-cow. So pull your navel in, draw your nose back, and then on your inhale, let your belly dip down, open through your chest, and lift through your head. Exhale, and inhale. 2 more. Awesome. Find somewhere in the middle, neutral. Belly button pulls in. We have a little bend in the elbows. Let's tuck those toes. Hold your hovering tabletop. Now step back and then come back to that table. Do that again. Back, back, in, in. Try to switch your lead leg. Let's go other side. Switch and in, switch. Awesome. One more time. Now hold that tabletop, hips up and back, down dog, back to that hovering table. Up and back, hover to the table. 2 more. Last one, hold that table, walk the feet back, plank. You can do this from your knees or your toes. We're gonna walk the hands out a little further, hold, extended plank. So same thing from your knees. Nice job, walk it back in. Hold, walk it out. Walk it in. One more time, out and hold. Breathe, 3, 2, knees down, hips back. Okay, take a breath. Come on back, right onto your tummy. So here we're gonna move through a push-up, but it's a full range push-up. So we lift the hands in between, tuck the chin, abs are in, and we press up either from the knees or the toes. I almost said nose or tees. So from here, abs in. If you're going from your toes, tuck them under. Press, come all the way down. Lift the hands. Now, if you want to take a back extension on the way down, or sorry, when you get to the bottom, I should say, you can add it in here. Go slow and controlled. Just lift those hands in between each rep, and that way you get to push right from the bottom of that push-up. Keep it going. We are close, my friends. Take a few more, your own pace. Exhale to push up. Hold it at the bottom. Hands just a little bit outside of the shoulders. We're gonna lift the right elbow and extend, turn and look back to the right. Now let's switch sides. Lift the left elbow, right elbow is grounded as we turn and we rotate. So you get a little bit of rotation as we get that extension. Nice and slow. Awesome. One more each way. Bring it back to center. Take your hands underneath your shoulders or a little bit further back And lift your chest. Maybe this feels like a good stretch for you. You can hang out right here. If you'd like to go a little further, maybe you're halfway up, or maybe you come into an upward facing dog. Very gently, you can slide your hips side to side. Pull your navel in, hips go back, child's pose. Now walk your hands over to one side. Pull back with the opposite hip. So hands are to the left, right hip pulls back. Switch sides. And just to really open up, come on back to center, lift. We're gonna take our right knee down, right knee down, right arm out. Left arm comes up to the sky. Awesome. Reach that hand down by your left hip. Let's do that again. Up and over. And back. One more time, just because it feels so good. Awesome. Push through that bottom hand to help yourself up and switch sides. Big breath and reach. And bring it back. 2 more. Push through that bottom hand to help you up. And one final breath together. Inhale, reach those arms up. Exhale, let it go. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you had a great time. Challenge yourself in new ways today. And if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out and connect. I'm always happy to connect and would love to hear from you. Have an awesome day.